Hello and welcome to the Powerboost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme Be a guest, not a host. Be a guest, not a host. We understand these two words, the meaning of the word guest and the meaning of the word host. A guest is a visitor. A guest has a different home, but he visits a particular place. And even if the guest is using everything, enjoying everything, but at the back of the mind, the guest knows that nothing belongs to him. Uh, versus the consciousness of a host is in the background, there is always this worry or this fear that something can happen to, uh, to whatever I feel I'm using. Because as a host, I feel I'm responsible. As a host, I feel a part of my identity is taken from whatever I'm using or whatever I'm doing. From a spiritual perspective, we realize that on this stage of life, we souls, actors, are truly guests. Even in this body is completely made up of uh, elements, and this body belongs to a different dimension than the dimension that we souls belong to. And so the truth is that we have come here from our dimension of silence, and we have come here as guests. But in the process, over a long period of time, because we have forgotten this truth, we feel that we are hosts. We feel that whatever we are doing, whatever we are playing our roles with, we take everything for granted because we feel it belongs to us. And the moment I feel I'm a host, just like we know that a virus, a virus needs a host to multiply. In the same way, this virus of, we say, illusion, or this virus of insecurity, it actually multiplies the moment it sees a host. And when I am in the consciousness of a host, that this physical dimension is all there is to life, this role is all there is, when I feel I am the host and not the guest, then automatically the feelings of insecurity and fear and worry, everything automatically cloud the mind. And so that's why when we are a host, then we could be attacked by a ghost. A ghost is all these viruses of, we can say, fear or worry or insecurity. And so in meditation, it's very easy to then experiment with this consciousness of being a guest. Uh, Another way to look at it is, suppose we have guests come over at our place, and we are hosts, we'll try our best to make them feel comfortable. But when the guests overstay and they are not behaving well, then the host will feel like uh, they will want the guest to leave and will not be very good with them. In the same way, when we cross that line um, of being a guest and we cross that line to be a host, it means that when we are guests, then the life around us, the nature around us, all the situations around us, they are the host. They are hosting the soul. And so the moment I am aware that I am a guest, everything will work properly. So suddenly we'll feel that everyone is good, everything is good, life is good, because we are in that guest mode. And when we overstay or we cross that line, we don't remember we are guests. It is only then that we'll feel life as a struggle, feel nothing is working out. And so, this a very subtle shift in consciousness from the default, which is host consciousness, to the guest consciousness, it really allows for a very beautiful experience of life where the soul is in complete alignment with the truth, and the soul experiences the presence of the divine. So let us spend a few moments experiencing the consciousness of a guest as we sit comfortably and relax ourselves. We realize that in this play of life, we souls, actors, are guests. This physical dimension doesn't belong to us. We are beings of light. We are visiting here from our home of light. And we realize that our time, our duration of stay here in this physical dimension is not forever. We realize there was an entry point and that there will be an exit point as well. So, with that clarity, I know that there's nothing here that I can say is mine. Whatever I'm using here, including this body, I have to leave it here when I go back. Single atom from this physical world that I can take with me back home. And so it's not just a practice, but it's a reality that I, the being, the soul, I'm a guest here. This whole physical dimension is hosting me, the soul. For a few moments, I take my mind, my attention beyond this physical dimension to my home. In my home, I am the host. In my home, this is where I live. This is where I belong. This dark, deep silence, deep feelings of love are what are truly mine. Everything else is secondary. In my home of light, I experience the presence of the divine, who never crosses the line, who never goes into the host mode with reference to the story. The divine always stays in clarity. And I experience the same, just being around the presence of the divine allows me to completely detach. As a guest, I don't need to think about anything that happens in that other world. I'm completely focused, spending my time here with the divine and my eternal family. Nothing else matters. Staying here, filling the mind with deep silence, being the guest allows me to feel completely secure. It emerges my real self who is not afraid of anything, the self who is completely noble, benevolent, merciful, and wise. True self emerges, allows me to experience the truth naturally, to the extent that I experience this detachment from the physical world. To the same extent, I experience love towards everyone. I feel love coming from the divine, and I feel this love radiating towards all creation. I spend some time here, soaked up in the truth, the company of the divine, being a guest, And as I gently go to the foreign land, the physical world, to enact my role, I have this deep inner knowing that I am a guest, and I stay in this clarity. I don't cross the line to become a host. This detachment allows me to be myself and be loving to Om Shanti. Thank you.